What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and in this video I'd like to discuss something that I believe is a serious problem when it comes to the crypto space. It's a very big problem, and I think a lot of us are aware of it, but it's something that maybe some of you out there just need some common sense drilled into you, and I'm here for that, right? Maybe some of you are thinking of experimenting with this, maybe some of you already have. I want to be a voice of reason, hopefully, and just share, some of my experience, especially for first timers out there, right? And of course, we're talking about leverage trading. I don't really talk about leverage trading too much on this channel because I don't want to support it, right? I leverage trade. I have some success with it, and it's fun and dandy. I've had serious moments where I've had losses, and I've had some serious success with it as well, and it's been great. The key and the point of this video is we'll talk about some key aspects that I've found success in when it comes to leverage trading, and we're also going to talk about the negative aspects where I think things have just gone horribly wrong for me and likely for you, because we're all the same people, right? We're all different to our own degree, of course, but psychologically speaking, we're all pretty similar. We have similar triggers, and I want to talk about the negative stuff first. Okay, we'll talk about the positive stuff at the end. Because if you're here for the positive stuff, if you're here for the end, then you're at least here to hear the whole message. I don't want to just encourage people to leverage trade, right? And primarily first, I think a lot of you need to hear this. Just stop, right? We're at this finale phase in the market. Things are going to be good. You do not have to leverage trade to make serious amounts of money. You might be saying, well, but C-Zar, dude, you don't know. I had so much cash at first. I leverage traded all my portfolio away. Now I'm left with like 5%, 10% of what I had. That sucks, man. That really sucks. But guess what? If you just buy and hold the right crypto, you can make all the money you lost back and more. You can literally make profits by the end of the cycle still. You know how you're not going to make profits is if you sell, if you leverage trade everything away, right? Hopefully you're not leverage trading your life savings away, but that's kind of another aspect that we should talk about. If you're leverage trading, you probably shouldn't trade your life savings. Treat it like gambling, right? When you go to Vegas, you don't bring your life savings with you. You bring like whatever I don't know, whatever the right amount of money is for everybody. It's different for everybody, I suppose, but you don't bring your life savings with you. You set a limit, right? Treat it like gambling in that sense. Then it's less emotional. And talking about the negative aspects, emotions really drive you into the ground when it comes to leverage trading. If you're in a losing position after losing position, maybe you get one or two positions that are going well and then one position wipes them all out, you get desperate. This is the finale phase of the cycle. We all know it. It's coming. We all know it. We all feel it in the air. There's this calm before the storm. It's brilliant. It's about to happen. And if you're losing money leverage trading, or even in the meme coin markets, I should have said that at first too. Even in the meme coin markets, you got to stop, because you might feel this desperation that you need to make all this money back. You need to do something. I need to do something right now, C-Zar. You don't get it. I need to do something so that I can make my money back before this finale phase starts. Once I make my money back, I promise I just won't leverage trade anymore. I will just sit on my hands, and I've learned my lesson now. Stop it. You've already made the mistake. It's not going to come back. This desperate behavior, this desperate mentality, which erupts from a lot of us. And why do I know this? Is because I've had the same thing happen to me in my first bull market and my first bear market, man. It was terrible. I did it. I had that desperation without leverage trading, let alone when I started leverage trading. I'll never forget. I have this friend who I went to school with. His father came to my place of work, and he could tell I was down. And he's like, "Why are you down, Chris? Why are you down? My name's Chris, by the way. Why are you down, Chris? What's going on?" And I'm like, it's just like I've been doing bad in the crypto markets. He's like, "Yeah, what's happening?" I'm like, "I leverage traded and I lost everything." He's like, "Did you hit zero?" And this is a man who has like hundreds of millions of dollars to his name, right? He's a multi-hundred millionaire. Very, very awesome human being. Very phenomenal guy. But he just talks to me. He's like, "Yeah, you hit zero?" I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, I hit zero like 3 or 4 times in my life." He pats me on the back. He's like, "You'll be all right." That made me feel so much better. I'm getting goosebumps right now just thinking about it. Like, you got somebody who's immensely successful, a very successful father, very successful human, and he tells you exactly what you're going through, right? I've hit zero before. I've hit it several times in my life, and guess what? I came out on top. That's the trick, man. That's the real trick. You can't stop. But sometimes not stopping doesn't mean keep leverage trading, keep going. It means maybe try a different approach, right? Don't give up on building wealth. Don't give up on investing. Don't give up on the markets. Don't stop. But maybe try a different approach. If leverage trading is clearly not working, you have to accept it within yourself that it's just not meant for you, right? And you can come back to it. Maybe in a few years, maybe in a few months, you can try it again and with lesser, smaller amounts of money and see if it's good for you then if you're doing well. The trick here is you need to have really good risk management and you need to have discipline. If you don't have those things, this is also important. You need to know yourself, and you need to just, if you don't have those things, you're incapable of it, perhaps stay away from leverage trading, right? Stay away from the meme coin markets too, because it might as well be leverage trading, honestly. Um, Take a little bit of money, grow it into a lot of money or a decent amount of money, and then invest that, and then take a little bit of money and repeat, right? That way the risk is low. And if you just keep losing and keep losing, maybe it's time, to call it quits. And again, that doesn't mean call it quits on trading altogether. You can trade without leverage trading. You can spot trade. And man, the risks on spot trading are so much more mitigated. Okay, they're so much more forgiving because if you're long when you're spot trading, whenever you're just buying, you're not leverage trading. If you're long and the price goes down, you're not going to get liquidated. You're okay. As long as you're not in meme coins, as long as you're in a project that's got longevity to it, you're okay. And especially anything in the top 100 to 500. I want to talk about the positive things now whenever it comes to leverage trading, or at least maybe not the positive things, but the things that might help anybody who is very persistent and wants to hang on to the idea that they can be leverage traders. And maybe you've got something going wrong and you just need to hear it, right? First and foremost, actually, and I wish I pulled this up. Hold on, let me pull something up for you guys real quick, okay? I think that this here is a wealth of knowledge, what I'm about to pull up. I'm going to turn on the performance so that things go a little bit faster. This is a wealth of knowledge. I'll tell you guys some of my thoughts too, but this guy here, I've referenced this plenty of times, but it might have been a while since I've referenced it. Let me just see here. We're going to go Eric Crown Crypto, okay? I'll pull it up. I'll show you guys. Let's see. So Eric Crown Crypto, he's phenomenal. He's a very good analyst. He's a professional trader and one of the most renowned and respected individuals in the crypto space, I think. Honestly, I would really think that a lot of people do enjoy his content. I enjoy his content. You go to playlists, okay? Click on playlists and find, where is it? Where are we? Trading Psychology series. There's 53 videos. Ingest it. Watch all of it, right? If you're in a manic panic, watch this, breathe this, listen to it. It helped me a lot whenever I was on my trading journey. It'll help you too. This is from somebody who has a lot of experience in the markets. He's a traditional finance guy, market maker from ARCA or CBOE, I forget, but he's a great human, man. He really does want to help, and it's all free. It's all free. You go to Eric Crown Crypto, you click on his thing, you go to playlists, and then boom, right here, Trading Psychology series. It's phenomenal. You can watch all 53 videos in one day or over a few days, over a week, who cares? But it's phenomenal. It's really good stuff, okay? So that, if you are persistent in leverage trading, I think that would really help out anybody. And because it's all about psychology. And again, psychologically speaking, we're all the same. You'll probably hear him say this stuff. I don't know, I'm using my own words here, but if you're in a state of desperation, if you're in a state that mentally where you're down and you're losing, sometimes it's best to just step away. You can come back in like a week, you can come back in a few days, but maybe just pump the brakes whenever it comes to trading. You don't need to trade every single day of your life, okay? People think that in order to be a good trader, a trader's got to trade, but a good trader doesn't trade all the time. A good trader waits for opportunities and then executes the plan with proper stop losses and proper risk management. And a lot of people think that whenever it comes to trading, that a good trader knows how to take profits. They know how to win. And of course, a good trader wins, they take profits, but the best traders, they know how to lose better than anybody. That doesn't mean they lose a lot of money all the time. That means that they lose better than you do, better than the average person does. A good trader knows how to lose. Knowing how to lose is by, through your game plan, looking at an opportunity, a statistical edge that comes your way, whether it be patterns, whether it be indicators, a mix of both, a news event, some kind of something that gives you an edge that you've seen before, that you have experience on. And this is why it's really hard for new traders, because if you don't have experience, you don't really know what you're doing. You need to have a little experience first in the markets. And whenever those setups come, you execute your trade and you have tight enough stop losses where the losses are minimal. You say, okay, if it goes below here, clearly this setup is busted. I'll get in at a lower price, or I'll look somewhere else. I'll wait for the next setup. It's not a big deal, right? And if you could take 5 or 10 losses in a row, very insignificant losses, like 2 to 5% losses in a row, and that might suck if it happens in a row. But all you need is one trade to go right, and all those losses you made will be made back and then some, right? You can be wrong more than you're right and still make money trading. This is only if you're a good loser. You have to learn really how to be a good loser. Another thing that I think is is helpful when it comes to this, and this is super obvious, I think, for any person who is leverage trading, is that you should just use less leverage. Use less leverage. Maybe start off spot trading. Just do that, whatever. Do 2x leverage. There's nothing wrong with that. There really isn't. And then your losses are so mitigated. I think at the most, for a lot of you out there, probably the most leverage you should use is 5x leverage, right? Like that's probably the most that you should be using. Genuinely. I don't care what you're trading. Bitcoin, Ethereum, low cap coins especially. If you're using low cap coins especially, man, anything outside the top 10, you probably shouldn't even be doing 5x. You should be doing like 2x at the most, right? You shouldn't be doing, because those things can drop 5x, something drops 20%, you're boned, right? And Bitcoin dropping 20% can take months. You hopefully, if you have good risk management, you can cancel out before that happens. But some cryptos drop 20% overnight, like, and even that at a 2x, that's pretty bad. So maybe start off spot trading, build your way up, treat it like leveling up. 2x is a level up, 3x is a level up. There's even some platforms, I don't know if they do it in the crypto world, but I know in stock markets, on certain exchanges, aren't there like 1.5x leverages, 1.75? The lower the better, really. Like you don't need this 100x stuff. And man, I meant to talk about this in the beginning too, but you'll never see me promote leverage trading. You'll never see me talk about exchanges or leave affiliate links to exchanges, because I just think it's a hellhole. It's going to siphon your money off. You guys know that a lot of people in the crypto space, every single YouTuber out there, every single person on x.com, whenever they post something like click this link for leverage trading, you know what that is? That's an affiliate link. That means that every time you deposit money, they make money. Every time that you trade money, whether you win or lose, whatever you trade in volume, they take a commission on that. Which means that anybody promoting, and I have YouTubers who I love, who I admire, who I look up to, who I've been following for years, and this is what they're saying. I'm still saying this. What they're saying whenever they have an affiliate link to an exchange is, screw you, screw your money, I don't care about you, go ahead and piss all your money away, the exchanges can make profits and I will make commission off of it. That's what they're saying. Good luck, bye-bye, I don't care, right? No, the average person in crypto does not make money leverage trading. The exchanges do. And that's why exchanges are so active and adamant at trying to get people to promote their affiliate links. I can't even tell you guys how much value has been thrown my way. I don't know what's the word, like bribery is what it feels like. People trying to tempt me into advocating or advertising for exchanges. I've had it happen so many times. It's been a while. I think they stopped trying. They know better. And I make videos like this. Maybe they know better. I don't know. Or maybe I just ignore it. I'm pretty bad about my DMs too. I don't know. Things have gotten a little bit out of hand since I've gotten like 48,000 subscribers. But the main thing that I'm trying to say here is you'll never see me do that. I promise you guys. I promise you, until the day I die, I will never, ever, ever advocate for an exchange that promotes leverage trading. If there's an exchange that doesn't promote leverage trading, I don't know, like that, you can still lose money that way. I don't feel good about taking money from people that are losing, right? Getting commission off of that, it feels like blood money. It just feels wrong. And this space is too adamant, too prominent with that kind of energy. And there's other people in this space who are also against the promotion of stuff like that. Shout out to Rob from Crypto Future. Shout out to Economic Ninja. Like they don't promote that stuff. There's other people too. I'm drawing a blank right now. Shout out to Bitcoin Cash Podcast on that note. Like there are people with morals in this space, and it's not that you don't have morals if you promote this stuff. You might just see it differently, but it's that whole attitude of, well, if I don't promote it, somebody else is going to promote it. But that's like a drug dealer mentality. Oh, if I don't sell crack, someone else is going to sell it anyways. I might as well make money off of it. You're ruining people's lives. Stop it. I'll never do that. I'll never do that to you guys. I'll never do that to myself, right? We're better than that. And that doesn't mean that you shouldn't leverage trade. Go ahead. Go ahead if you want to. But if you do, again, even if you've never tried it before, but especially if you've tried it before and you're just you're bad at it, maybe stop. But if you want to keep it going, lower your leverage. Try to make money slowly. Don't try to make it fast. Try to make money slowly. And if you are leverage trading, understand that you are a trader. So you need to get in and get out and get in and get out. Some people trade better over long terms. I used to think that the best way to leverage trade was to get in and get out like like that, try to do a trade within an hour, look for a setup and to where you're getting in and getting out within an hour. Those are great. But sometimes you let a trade play out for months, for weeks, for days. You know, so sometimes that happens too, and that's fine. That's totally fine. But you can't let a trade play out for days and weeks and months if you're using high leverage and you're using money that matters. That's like your life savings, because you won't be able to sleep. Use and make sure you have stop losses. Use stop losses, especially if you're doing the longer term stuff. Have stop losses set. There's nothing wrong with, as you're getting deeper in the profits, move those stop losses up so that if the price goes against you, you at least take profits before all your profits are gone. I hope that I've given you guys some nuggets of information, some things to really think about. But if I had to just condense this video into one quick little minute, I would say really stay away from leverage trading. We're at the point in the markets now where everything's going to go up. You're going to get a 20x or more across the board for every altcoin in the top 500. You don't have to leverage trade to make money. You lost 90% of your value leverage trading, cool. Put 10% of what you have left, or technically 100% would be 10% of what you started with. Put that in any coin, and you're probably going to make your money back and more than what you had at first, right? It's not as much as you would have had, boohoo, but guess what? You live and you learn, or you don't and you die. And you don't want to die. You live and you learn, and by die, I mean lose all your money. You live and you learn, right? And if not, you know, some of us take a little bit of more beating to learn their lessons. I know I did at first, right? I hit zero a few times, but you'll be all right, as one man once told me. Just don't leverage trade. And if you really are adamant about it, there's nothing wrong with, instead of leverage trading, spot trading. Nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with lowering your standards to a 2x, to a 5x at the most, okay? And then figure out what works for you. Is it better? And this is where I kind of trailed off, but I meant to say this. Is it better? Are you better with short-term trades, getting in and getting out, getting in and getting out? Or are you better with catching the swings? Are you more of a swing trader? There's different styles. Find a style that works for you. And there's nothing wrong with not being the in and out type of trader. There's nothing wrong with being the trader that lets plays develop over days, but they come with different sets of rules. Okay, in and out traders, you might use higher leverage. You might even use a little bit of higher capital as well, but you get in, you get out, you don't leave yourself in a position where overnight you're losing sleep. You don't do it whenever you're emotionally in duress. You don't do it whenever, and really shouldn't do that even if you're a long-term trader too. You don't do it whenever you're doing something important. You do it whenever you have enough time to watch the charts, you see the right setup, and you execute it. You get your 10%, your 20%, and you're out. Maybe if it goes up more, you get out, but you don't have to hit the big swings. If you're looking for the big swings, that's great, but lower your leverage, have some patience, lower the amount of money that you're risking too, and really make sure that your liquidation levels are, nothing's impossible, but impossible to hit, right? You want to put yourself in a safe situation. You might make less money that way, but you'll at least have an advantage and you won't lose money. And that's, if you're not losing money, you're at least doing something right. But I got nothing else for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I really do encourage every single person who's watching this, because if you made it this far, you definitely have some kind of interest in trading. Check out the trading psychology. There's all these other things too that are great on his playlist, but this trading psychology series is truly something special, and it's awesome that he's offered this up for free for anybody to watch. I'll see you guys on the next one. Hit the like button. Shout out to Eric Crown. Take care. Bye bye.